Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin. It's really early, probably about 6:45 in the morning on Sunday. I went and I was running out of my other soils that I had bought to start all these seeds, and I've just about used it all. So anyhow, I happen to be in Walmart picking up bird feed and stuff, not like mealworms and stuff and wild bird, songbird food. But I went ahead and I was like, just gonna buy some seed soil mix. It wasn't that expensive. It was like $5 or something. I don't think it was too bad. So it's super light and fluffy. We're gonna just fill up this whole tray with it. Am I gonna water it down? Yeah, I might have to. Well, no, I may not actually water it down right at the moment. Need a good bit. Some is escaping onto the table, but we'll try to grab that up later. The chickens are being nice and quiet because it's still early. They haven't quite woken up. My old girls like to lay on the roost for a long time or in the morning. They have trouble getting out of bed. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do what, just little indentations. Boy, this is so fluffy. I'm not used to working with, I did buy a bag last year, but I don't usually work with soil this fluffy. It is kind of spoiling the next set of seeds, that's for sure. That's pretty. I might need to add some there. I can go faster one-handed. There we go. So sometimes I wet it, sometimes I don't. I don't know. These are pretty good over here. I just need a little bit more on this side. This little section right here didn't get too much. Oh, so today is going to be a lot of winter things. I want to get started. Nope, not carrots. Broccoli. I'm going to get some cabbage started. I'm going to get looking for twister cauliflower. There's snow crown. I like snow crown too. Here's hybrid. Hybrid is capture, which is hybrid. Twister cauliflower. I got lots of them. I bought, and Bellstar broccoli. Okay, we got two different kinds. Oh, I better make note. Oh, and Brussels. And then what are we going to start? Some of these. Here's some more twister. I bought this. I just bought this when I went to visit the Haas store. Oh, and the kales. That's right. I have different kales. Two different kales will start today. So mostly cold season this morning. On the grow table, I have a couple labels made. Where is my pen? Oh, it got covered by dirt. So since we have Bellstar and Godzilla, I need to make that differentiation. This pen, the markers got a little wet. It's not terribly humid out here, but they're a little moist from all the rain we had yesterday. Y'all, it is 75 degrees out here right now. It feels amazing. So I think it was only predicted to go to 76, and a huge storm went over us. A couple lines of storms went over us while we were moving Jack out of one hangar and into the other hangar for his airplane. If you don't know, we have an airplane. We do. A lot of the old timers know, because we used to have the airplane's content on this channel as well, but then YouTube didn't like that, so we made it its own content channel. Okay, this is the bell star. I'm not intentionally trying to sow thick, but even though this is coated seed, actually both of them are coated. Anyhow, because of that, they're dropping and rolling out pretty fast. Okay, so I did not make a cabbage tag. So anyhow, after that storm passed over the airport, it must have dropped those temperatures. It felt like 15 degrees or better. So that was absolutely wonderful. We finished moving a couch. I'll throw up a picture. And then what do we do? Oh, we already had the big furniture but before the storm passed or came. And so it was just bins and putting stuff organized on the shelves, which Jack is doing right now. Okay, for cabbage, Savoy King cabbage, stonehead cabbage, which I'm doing right here. Whew, the gnats are what's going to get us today. There you go, Savoy King, stonehead. These are, well, this one's new. I did it last year, but it did really well. And then stonehead is one of my favorites. I also really love Brunswick, but I don't have the seed for it. Oops, let me flip those around. And then capture, I just don't remember how it did. I don't really need a full row of that. Maybe I won't do a full row. I mean, look at all the others I got. We'll just do some testing. We'll save some, I think, for spring. So, okay, then what are we gonna do? Snow crown. While we were at the airport, it must have hit pretty doggone hard here at the house because we had almost 3 inches of rain, and the seed's a little bit older, and 3 inches of rain. And then my eggplant went from facing this direction to now it faces the other direction. Blew that. There wasn't much as far as twigs and stuff on the ground, but I had two things blow off the table, but thank goodness one of them didn't have a plant in it, and one of them just had those it's a succulent, so it didn't move at all. I was pretty good about that. It looked like all the babies came through just fine, as far as nobody got too waterlogged. I made a little shorts video yesterday, and it showed me emptying out some of these trays that don't have holes in them are holding too much moisture, so I showed me dumping them out and everything. So now, how old is the seed? 22. Okay, so it's going on 3 years old. We're gonna dump a couple in. I don't really need this much cauliflower, but I'm still gonna sow it just because I don't know how well this seed will do right here. Ugh, this got kind of wet. So anyhow, that's twister cauliflower. The reason why I love this one so much is, and I keep going back to it, is because as it grows, those green leaves actually do twist over the white head, keeping it pure white, which I love. And therefore your cauliflower are less likely to turn purple, which is still edible, but you know, in bolting and all that. But well, we're going into winter, so that bolting part won't seem to matter, I think, knock on wood. But yeah, it's here's a seed thing. That was nice of Haas to put that in there. But anyhow, I really love it for its ability to self-wrap. Okay. Yikes, some of those were 3s and 4s. I can see me having to give away a bunch. Okay, so next is jade cross. I always say I'm going to stop trying to grow This must be my 6th time trying to grow this stuff. I can get little cauliflower, little Brussels, but I can't get those big jumbos that the people up north get. That just doesn't happen in Florida. I suppose I could hit them with a lot more fertilizer. And okay, so if you didn't hear yesterday's video, I'm ordering the mushroom compost tomorrow morning, which is Monday. And so I'm thinking it comes Monday or Tuesday, but I'll know that for sure once I call them. They're usually pretty fast about getting things here. Ooh. Oh, yikes. Come on. I don't need too many of these. Half a tray. There we go. So, only want a few, if I even really do all that. So, I'm going to put this little tag here. Wait, here. Yeah. When I see something else that maybe is only half, I'll get it. We're saving the cucumbers for direct sow, and any of the melon type things are direct sow, and the carrots will be direct sow. I might not fill up this whole tray. I don't know. Next is the blue Scotch curled kale. Actually, I don't need a lot of those either, so maybe that's what I'll do right there. These I'm not really intending on eating. These become chicken food. Yeah. And they usually grow real well, so that's usually great. Nose is still, well, pardon me, running a little bit. Okay, let's put a label. Red Russian kale, now I do like a lot of. The leaves are just, I guess if I did smoothies, the blue Scotch curl would be okay, but I tend to use my kale as far as like sauteing, almost like a spinach. And so I don't like the tight little curls on that kale. I like these more open leaf growth habit on the Red Russian or the Red Ursa. There's a dazzling blue kale that always looks really good to me. My friend grows that. All right, so there we go. Let's put a little light topping on these. Well, since I'm still have a little bit more time, the cicadas have not popped out, which is great. And the AC is not turning on every 5 minutes or less. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so I found some herbs that I'm gonna do, and a couple other things real quick. So, okay, mammoth dill. I think it's mammoth because it grows at least 5-6 feet. Lacinato kale. Also only need about half tray of that. Mammoth red rock cabbage. I forgot when I planted all these green cabbages and fancy cabbages, I forgot the red cabbage. And dark leaf flat Italian parsley. So then I may do, I'm thinking about doing beets in starting in trays and then moving out there, just because it's hurricane season, and when I put them directly in the ground, the squirrels killed them. And anyhow, I want to get my bed set up a little bit better, so I'm going to buy some time by starting them here and then moving them out. And then I found these just, I think, at Walmart. That's where I found both the beets and this. So this is pimento. This is Hungarian hot yellow wax, but it's really, it turns red, which makes the pimento. So it's hot. I just thought I might pickle a few of those. So we'll see. Okay, let's get some tags made and we'll start sowing. I'm going to drop quite a few dill seeds in there, but usually dill resows itself. Honestly, in my yard, I'm not even going to try to cover it like big time. There we go. A lot of these bigger packets with the pretty coloring on them are all from True Leaf Market, and a friend was ordering theirs, so I just went in with them so they could meet their minimum, for no shipping fees, something like that. Let's see how these parsley come up. Oh, oops, I was supposed to pre-soak these, so we'll just see. Might have to go inside and pre-soak some tonight and then bring some more back out here. I don't know. When we have thunderstorms and rain like this, do I really need to pre-soak? Sometimes I question directions on these packets because they're not made for Florida at all, not in the least little bit. Thyme. Okay, let's start indoors. Okay, won't do that. We'll see. It doesn't say anything about needing light. Needs a 1/4 inch deep. I have started thyme before. Oh gosh, these are so tiny. They start just fine. That's way too much. These are tiny. Anyhow, it came up. I think, the biggest thing is you got to be real careful about not letting things dry out. Here's my lacinato kale. Did I get the red Russian in there? I must have, but I didn't oh yeah, I see seed. I didn't cover it. It's hard to talk and do sewing sometimes. There we go. That's quite a bit of lacinato. I like this for Italian dishes. But again, when they start getting really tall and I'm get sick of, by spring, these things will go all the way through spring. And by then I'm just like done with it. They just become chicken food, which is great. Because the chickens need their greens all through the winter to stay healthy and strong too. Mammoth red rock cabbage. They don't have pictures of these, but I'll try to pull some. Their website is pretty particular about stealing images. They don't like that. Here's one that dropped aside. They have it locked down, so I can't usually take them, but usually somebody has posted what they look like in their gardens, and it's on Google. So that's when I try to grab them for you guys to see. Because this is not exciting. You want to see what I'm growing, right? You want to see the finished product. Okay, these are nice, much bigger seed. Now, this has a strange name I've not heard. I don't know. I think I pulled it because it was early and it had tall tops. And I'm actually kind of interested in growing the tops for myself. I'll probably do like succession growing, but it's called Remolacha Maravilla Temprano con Tope Alto. So I think that's just saying like red beet, and the Maravilla may be the city it came from, and then Alto is top, Tope is maybe tall. I don't know. How's y'all Spanish? Mine's not very good. I took 3 years of Latin in high school, which is kind of like Spanish. Okay, so this is the Hungarian hot wax, which I had no idea the hot wax was actually a pimento. So we're going to go with only a few. That's 5. And we're going to put a little tag or something to stop. Okay, finishing up, covering them up. I know I pulled collards. I pulled the whole bag that I saved of the Georgia collards, but it's not in this box, so it might be somewhere else in my my new baker's rack inside the house. So I'm gonna have to find that later. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm kind of running out of time at this moment. I may go ahead and set some parsley aside and soak it overnight just in case, but I don't know. So either I got double parsley or maybe I just have the right amount of parsley. And I'm gonna water these super light. How am I gonna do that? Yeah, I guess I'll just start this hose. It's conveniently right here. After I move my seed, y'all. How many times have I wet my seed? Gotta move seed. And I guess that's it for today's video. You guys got another busy Sunday, and I'll try to have this video out to you on Monday. Then we'll see where we go from there, especially with the mushroom compost. That'll be a game changer. I can start planting things, especially I got a whole tray of little tomatoes just ready to get in the ground. The flowers have already doubled in size that I put up front there, and I need to clear beds. So we're getting there. We're getting really close. So this is all good prep work. So then I just shop my table and get things put in the ground. So you guys, with that said, you have a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you're not, or check. Sometimes people find themselves unsubscribed. And I wonder sometimes, I noticed like last week, 2 of my subscribers like disappeared like in an instant. So I think that's the YouTube doing funny things. So check that thing and ring that bell and whatever. You guys know the drill. I'll see you later. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.